All right, so just normal Vetus things. Well, I guess let me do my intro first. What's going on, everybody? It's your board, Vetus. And today, we're going to be playing that THJ. I messed up. I did not turn my microphone on. You can see I had like this like hour-long video of doing Kerafyrm. So I guess if you're not into long videos, a lot of my fans are. They just like to hear me run my trap in the background while they play. But I'll just explain what's going on. So this will be a much faster video. So here, I'm going to show you, this is Eastern Waste. This is the same zone the Sleeper's Tomb is in. In the middle of the zone is this Orc Camp. And in the Orc Camp on the south, there's the zone in for Crystal Caverns. Just inside there is a waypoint. So go get your waypoint so you can teleport straight to Eastern Waste. Then I talked about the theory crafting, and I showed the minimum requirements for the SK Wizard Bard build for me. When I killed Kerafyrm the first time, these were my stats. You can go back and pause that if you want to look at it. And then basically, we zone into Sleeper's Tomb, and we get the DZ. We run straight down, and like, you guys have maps. You should be able to get down to the Sleeper. Yeah. I guess if one person wants a video, I can make another video where you can just watch how you get down here. But you pretty much just run straight down, you kill the last Arbiter, that's this guy, and then you go in and you kill, and I was talking about in depth about a lot of things, but it's whatever. Then you just kill the Warders. I don't use any buffs. I just fight the Warders. They're super easy. Their loot is pretty trashed, other than you can get the Tinker's Mask. What you can't get, I don't think, is the Dwarf clicky. I think that's on the Ancients, so I'll have to figure out how to get kills on the Ancients. But yeah. Anyways, so we kill all the Warders, and then we set up for Kerafyrm. Now I do all my buffs. The main ones is Sympathetic Strike, Shroud of Undeath, and Poison. Those are your main ones. I mean, put everything you have on that you can possibly get access to, but the next thing I do is I pull Kerafyrm, and I'll actually let this play. I want to let this part play because I want you guys to see where I pull him to, and I'll talk a little bit of why. I'm gonna eat some sausage while I wait. Okay, so now you'll see I pull him this way. I pull him up to this wall, and the reason that I do that is because if you pull him that way and put your back the opposite, when he summons his guards, they'll appear at your back. So I did that last time. I had to adjust. So just to avoid you needing to adjust, pull him this side, put your back in this direction. The reason I put my back up against a wall is because I'll get less, 100%, I'll get less interruptions. My cat is interested in my sausage. That sounds wrong. You'll get less interrupts if your back is up against a wall, 100%. So we put our back up against the wall, we start fighting. So we're rotating. So the first thing we do is we hit, and it might be easier to do it from there, but we hit Dance of Blades and Bladed Song right out the gate. And then we just rotate, Life Tap, Life Spike, and this is Boastful Bellow. Boastful Bellow on cooldown. Just over and over and over and over and over. All right. And then we get him down to 75. Okay, so at 74, and you could see it just for a second. There we go. So you got this other warder that he spawned. What I do is I stay on Kerafyrm and get him down to like 72, 71, 70%, something like that. Then I go onto the warder. The reason I do that is I'm superstitious that if he hits 74% again from 75 to 74, like if he regens and then I knock him down from 75 to 74 again, that he'll summon the warder back. I actually don't think that this is a real thing, but I just do this anyways, just to avoid, just because I'm superstitious. Then you switch over to the warder, and your Dance of Blades and Bladed Song should be up again. So kill the warder, switch to the warder, kill the warder. So we tank it, we kill the warder, warder dies. And then it's a nice, long, boring grind. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes. Man, no, that's way too much. It's not that. Actually, let's see. From 72, so we're at 42 minutes. So it's like 5 minutes. I'm definitely exaggerating. So, my cat is pushing all the buttons on the keyboard. So it takes about 6 minutes to take him down to 20-ish%. So at 24%, he does this emote, guards assist me. They don't spawn right then, so don't freak out. You still are going to chill for like another 10%. All right. Let's actually see. Maybe he spawns it at 19. Seems like he might spawn it at 19. Nope. Okay. So at 18%, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 prismatic keepers spawn. Now, if you were on the other side of the zone, these prismatic keepers, they always come from, let me figure out, they always come from the west. So if your back was the other way, they would be hitting you in the back, and you definitely don't want that because your def dance or deflection, what's it called, deflection discipline, they only block from the front. So you definitely don't want mobs hitting you in the back. So that's why it's key that we set up on this side of the zone with our back facing this way and not the other way. Now, as soon as these prismatic keepers spawn, what do we do? If you said Def Dance, you're wrong. You're actually just going to keep spamming your life tap and your life spike and your Boastful Bellow. Good. You ate all those already? Good Lord. You're going to be huge. Okay, hey, don't play on your bouncy house just yet. I'll tell you when you can, okay? Because I'm just going to finish this video real quick, and then it's only going to take me a couple minutes. So you actually are going to wait until you're like 50%. Kind of depends on how tanky you are, actually. Oh, and I need to show you guys my stats. Yeah, I'll show you at the end. But once you're like once you see like you're getting chonked on your life, that's when you're going to be like, oh, okay, Death Dance. Because essentially you're going to take 0 damage as soon as you Death Dance. So you kind of want to wait. Because if you can get another 1, 2, 3, 4% of Kerafyrm's life down before you have to use your Death Dance, because it only lasts 18 seconds, then you want to do that. So you want to stretch out your damage as long as you can. Okay? Then you hit Death Dance. As soon as you hit Death Dance, hit Dance of Blades. Bladed Song. Do not hit Deflection. skip over Deflection, Funeral Dirge, Frenzied Devastation, Volatile Mana. Actually, I might switch these. I don't think it matters, but so again, Death Dance, Dance of Blades, Bladed Song, Funeral Dirge, Frenzied Devastation, Improved Twin Cast, Volatile Mana. Excuse me, I'm actually gonna move this too. Volatile Mana Blaze. That's gonna do like 40,000 damage, but it's gonna drain your entire mana bar. So then you're gonna want to get Druzzle's Harvest to get that little bit of mana back, which is all you need to continue to spam these level 1 and level 15 spells, right? This one takes 8 mana, the other one takes like 15 or 20, and our mana regen is 100. Sorry, it's 58. Actually, it should be higher than that. What am I missing? Don't worry about it. It's high enough. And then, so again, don't use Prolonged Destruction. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. I'm so sorry. Harm Touch, Call of Zuzel, Song of Stone. And now we chill. Now we're just damaging him again. There it is. Sorry. Now we're just damaging him again. We'll just show you, because this part of the fight doesn't take long. So I kind of wait, and then eventually we do hit all of the things that I just said, and it's kind of out of the screen on this. I wonder if it shows it. You know, I have to adjust that because it's like missing the top half of my bars here. Anyways, and I actually mess up. You see, I hit Shield of Notes, and I think I might hit Last Stand too, but you don't hit Shield of Notes here. Now you can see I'm letting them take damage. I'm taking damage, and I'm not activating Deflection. And now you see my life starts to go way down. Now I'm going to hit Deflection. Now I would hit Deflection, and then I would hit Prolonged Destruction, and then we would just keep casting. But so the way that like Prolonged Destruction works, you see it has 3 minutes, but it has 18 casts. So you're going to use up these casts. You're going to use up these casts before this 3 minutes, right? But one of these casts you actually want it to be Leech Touch or Harm Touch. I'm pretty sure these get the crit benefit. And again, I'm the king of misinformation. I could be wrong. But it feels like when I have Prolonged Destruction or Frenzied Devastation going, that my Leech Touch or my Harm Touch critically hit more often. So I would say, like, before this runs out of casts, use your Leech Touch. But you do want to wait to use your Leech Touch, because again, it's another thing that, like, so think about it. If my Deflection wears off and now I get really low again, so you see, like, I lasted a decent amount of time before I needed to hit my Deflection disc. So that's going to ring true again, especially when I have Prolonged Devastation on. And I mentioned this in the original video where no one could hear me, but the Prolonged Devastation and the Frenzied Devastation, do not think of these as offensive abilities. They're really both, but mainly what they are is defensive, because they're causing all of your life taps and life spikes to crit, which translates into being a complete heal, right? So it's like a 1.3 second cast time CH, which is insane, right? So we're turning 18 of these into CHs, and we could even like not life tap immediately and then life spike immediately. We could actually wait and drag these casts out, these heals out. So you start taking damage, you get down to like 60, then you cast a life spike. shoots back up. Do damage, wait until you get down a little bit further, life tap, back up. You know, does that make sense? So this is actually more of a defensive. These are actually more of a defensive AA than they are a offensive AA, and should be used as such on difficult fights like this. I don't know what my frenzied timer is. 15. See, I should have showed you with that one set up. That one's 30 minutes. Oops. Whatever. Yeah, so then we drag it out as long as we can. And then we would hold on to the leech touch too, right? So then as soon as we're out of frenzied and we're out of prolonged and we're out of deflection and death dance, now we would wait until the last second to use a leech touch, because that's going to shoot us up to max life. And then as soon as we use leech touch, then we would use a leech curse. And now we're praying. Now, if we're taking a lot of damage even with the leech curse, now we would do shield of notes and last stand. Now, if you get down to your unholy or pure tone, and he's still not dead, I'm gonna cross my fingers for you, because he should be dead by now. If he's all of your big damage, big defensive AAs are gone. The unholy, shield of notes, last stand. These are really kind of your last ditch effort. I mean, and maybe you make it to pure tone, and I don't even know what pure tone's really gonna do for you, but anyways, that is, I guess I'll let it play. That's the Kerafyrm fight. So there's the leech touch, and he's dead. And then all I do is I run away from the warders and drag them away from Kerafyrm's corpse, and then I fade them, because they have a really slow movement speed. I fade them, and then I run back to Kerafyrm, and then we loot. And today we lucked out. We got the Robe of Darkness, which is kind of pretty much the last piece that I need. Of course, we got another Og, and he also dropped Garn's Rock of Smashing, which is dope because I have a monk. I'm gonna put both of these onto the monk. I have a Paladin Monk B sword, and I think I'm just gonna rock 2 Garn's Rocks of Smashing. We'll see how it goes. At least initially, I might go back to the 2-hander, but yeah. So real quick, I'll just talk about. So you can see these are my old stats: 9.5k hit points, 2.3 AC. I'm rounding up or down. 1.65 attack. Oh, I need to let my dog back in. Actually, no, I don't, because the kids are gonna play. And then like 600-ish magic resist. Now, my life, I actually, when I have Avatar, when I have everything going, it's 10.5 on the dot hit points. It's, I think, 2,800 AC, 1,100 mitigation. This is over 800. And my attack is 1.9, and my spell damage is 590. That's with like Avatar procs and everything going on. That's the actual stats. There's a big difference, a humongous difference between 1,000 mitigation and 800 mitigation. An enormous difference. So the gear really matters for these fights, you guys. But that's it. I'm gonna post this. I'll end it with, hit me up in Discord. My info is Vetus #1007. Check out the podcast. It's on Spotify. It's called EverQuest The Drive. And then, of course, you can always come to Theory Crafting, find the SK Wizard Bard There it is. SK Wizard Bard, and we can talk about the build. We're always talking about it. So come hang out, hit me up, make a new friend. If you're new to the server, let me know. I have a lot of like in-game items that like I just don't even care about. Like Tolen's Longsword of the Glade, for instance. Like I would just give this away. I just like, here you go. Your Ranger, enjoy. 30 AC. This isn't even the legendary version. You could level it up, get the legendary version, and yeah. So I am definitely not opposed to just giving away really nice items. I don't even have a trader on the server. I don't really care about money or items. I can earn everything myself, so it's whatever. And then typically what I do, I'll kill Kerafyrm or I'll kill Vulak Air, and then I'll just trade the items. I'm like, oh, I need 2 rings. Hey, does anybody have some rings? I'll trade Dovasir, which Dovasirs are worth way more than these earrings. What I did last time is I just sold. I'm trying to remember what it was. It was worth 70,000. It was going for 70,000 in the bazaar. I think it was a Cammy's Bracer of Vigor. I just sold this for like 40,000, like so 30,000 less than it sells for in the bazaar. I sold it to somebody, really got the money really fast, turned around, bought the earrings, and I was done. So there's not really the only reason I would want money at this point is just to get 4 prismatic scales, combine them together, and get a legendary Og. And I think those are 50,000 a pop. So I might actually do a trader. But I will say on my trader, my stuff's gonna go for cheap, like tens of thousands less than other people are selling, or thousands less, because it depends on the market. But I will always be the cheapest. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.